Chapter 10. Saving Money. Why do we save money? The obvious answers include retirement, emergencies, or major purchases. But Morgan Housel's Chapter 10 of The Psychology of Money takes us deeper, exploring why saving money is not just a financial strategy. It's a mindset, a discipline, and a cornerstone of long-term security. This chapter will challenge your assumptions about saving. It's not about having a fixed goal or timeline, but creating a buffer that gives you flexibility, control, and peace of mind. By the end of this narration, you'll view saving not as a chore, but as a powerful tool for building the life you want. Section 1. Saving without a specific goal. Housel makes a bold statement. You don't need a specific reason to save. This might seem counterintuitive, but think about it. Life is unpredictable. Saving without a goal is about preparing for the unknown. Example. The pandemic showed us the importance of having savings. Many who lacked financial buffers struggled, while those with savings weathered the storm. Reflection. How would your life change if you had enough savings to handle any unexpected event? Section 2. The flexibility of savings. Savings are not just about retirement or big purchases. They offer something more valuable, flexibility. Housel emphasizes that savings can allow you to make career changes without fear, help you seize unexpected opportunities, reduce stress by giving you control over your financial life. Challenge. Ask yourself, am I saving enough to give myself the freedom to say yes to opportunities and no to things I don't want? Housel's insight. People with modest incomes can save more than high earners if they prioritize financial stability. It's about mindset, not numbers. Action step. Start small. Even saving 10% of your income can create a sense of accomplishment and momentum. Think. Are your spending habits aligned with your long-term goals? Section 4. Avoiding lifestyle creep. One of the biggest barriers to saving is lifestyle inflation, spending more as you earn more. Housel warns that this cycle traps many people in financial stress, regardless of their income. Example. A person earning $200,000 but spending $195,000 is no better off than someone earning $50,000 and spending $45,000. Takeaway. The key to saving isn't earning more, it's spending less. Challenge. Evaluate your spending. What can you cut back on without sacrificing your happiness? Section 5. The power of small savings. Many people underestimate the power of small, consistent savings. But Housel reminds us that small amounts, saved consistently, grow exponentially over time due to compounding. Illustration. Saving $5 a day might not seem like much, but over 30 years with interest, it can grow into a significant sum. Reflection. How much could you save by cutting one unnecessary expense each day? Section 6. Avoiding debt as negative saving. Debt is the enemy of saving. Housel explains that every dollar spent on interest is a dollar that could have been saved or invested. Practical tip. Focus on paying off high-interest debt before aggressively saving. This creates a foundation for building wealth. Question. Are you prioritizing debt repayment as part of your saving strategy? Section 7. Saving for freedom, not just things. Housel introduces a profound idea. Saving isn't just about buying things. It's about buying time. With enough savings, you can choose how to spend your time, who to work for, and what to focus on. Reflection. What's more valuable to you? More material possessions or more control over your time? Section 8. Building a saving habit. Saving isn't a one-time decision. It's a habit. Housel offers practical advice for cultivating this habit. Automate savings. Set up automatic transfers to a savings account. Start small. Begin with an achievable amount and increase it gradually. 3. Reward yourself. Celebrate milestones to stay motivated. Challenge. Commit to saving a specific percentage of your income starting this month. Section 9. The emotional benefits of saving. Saving doesn't just improve your finances, it also boosts your mental well-being. Housel explains that having savings reduces stress, increases confidence, and provides peace of mind. Reflection. How would your life change if you never had to worry about unexpected expenses? Section 10. Long-term thinking and saving. Saving requires a long-term mindset. Housel reminds us that the biggest rewards come to those who are patient. Illustration. A young investor who saves consistently for 10 years and then stops can end up with more wealth than someone who starts saving later and continues for decades. Action. Step. Start saving now, no matter how small the amount. Time is your greatest ally. Section 11. Changing the narrative around saving. Many people view saving as deprivation, but Housel reframes it as empowerment. Saving isn't about what you're giving up. It's about what you're gaining: freedom, security, and opportunities. Challenge. Shift your mindset. Instead of asking, "What am I losing by saving?" ask, "What am I gaining?" Chapter 10 of The Psychology of Money is a wake-up call. Saving isn't just a financial strategy, it's a path to freedom and peace of mind. Here's your call to action. 1. Audit your finances. Identify areas to cut back and start saving. 2. Automate your savings. Make it a priority, not an afterthought. 3. Commit to a long-term mindset. Trust in the power of patience and compounding. Saving isn't about wealth alone. It's about creating a life of choice, security, and happiness. Start today and watch your life transform. Chapter 11. Reasonable. Rational. What drives our financial decisions? Most people believe the ideal approach is to be entirely rational, cold, calculating, and objective. But Morgan Housel's Chapter 11, Reasonable, Rational, challenges this notion. He argues that being reasonable, not strictly rational, often leads to better outcomes in managing money and life. In this chapter, we'll explore why the pursuit of reasonableness is more practical and impactful than an obsession with rationality. By the end, you'll rethink your approach to financial decisions, aligning them with your values, emotions, and long-term goals. Section 1. The limits of rationality. Housel begins by explaining that rationality assumes perfect logic and complete information, conditions rarely present in real life. Illustration. Imagine an economist advising someone to invest in a high-risk stock because it has the best risk-adjusted returns. While rational, it doesn't consider the individual's fear of losing money or sleepless nights. Takeaway. Rationality ignores the human element of decision-making, which is why it often fails in personal finance. Reflection. Are your financial decisions purely logical, or do they account for your emotions and comfort levels? Section 2. What does reasonable look like? Reasonable decisions align with your personal goals, values, and risk tolerance. Example. Rationality says to invest aggressively in your 20s. But if you lose sleep over market fluctuations, a more conservative approach may be reasonable. Reasonable decisions balance logic with what feels right for you. Challenge. Identify one financial decision you've made that felt reasonable, but might not have been the optimal choice. Was it the right call for your peace of mind? Section 3. Money is personal. Housel emphasizes that money is deeply personal. What works for one person might not work for another because financial decisions are influenced by your upbringing, your financial goals, your emotional resilience. Illustration. Two people with the same income might make entirely different decisions. One might save aggressively to ensure security, while the other invests in experiences to create lifelong memories. Both approaches are valid if they align with individual priorities. Reflection. How have your unique experiences shaped your financial habits? Section 4. The role of emotion in financial decisions. Housel reminds us that emotions are not the enemy of financial success. They're an integral part of it. Ignoring your feelings can lead to regret, burnout, and poor decisions. Example: if a rational investment strategy causes anxiety, it's unlikely to be sustainable. Takeaway: accept your emotions and design a financial plan that accommodates them. Challenge: think about a time when your emotions influenced a financial decision. Did it lead to a better outcome than pure logic would have? Section 5. Avoiding the perfection trap. Many people delay action because they're searching for the perfect financial strategy. Housel argues that this is counterproductive. A reasonable plan executed consistently is far better than a perfect plan you never act on. Illustration: rationality says to time the market for maximum returns. Reasonableness says to invest regularly and trust the long-term process. Reflection: are you waiting for perfection, or are you taking small, reasonable steps toward your financial goals? Section 6. The power of simplicity. Reasonable decisions often embrace simplicity. Complex strategies may seem rational, but can be overwhelming and prone to error. Example: rationality might lead you to create a detailed financial model with multiple variables. Reasonableness says to save consistently, invest in index funds, and live within your means. Takeaway: simple, reasonable strategies are easier to follow and more effective in the long run. Challenge: simplify one aspect of your financial plan today. Section 7. The importance of flexibility. Life is unpredictable. A reasonable approach recognizes this and builds flexibility into financial plans. Illustration: rationality might allocate every dollar with precision, leaving no room for unexpected expenses. Reasonableness leaves a buffer for life's surprises. Reflection: how flexible is your current financial plan? Section 8. Reasonable decisions. Build confidence. Reasonable financial decisions boost your confidence because they align with your unique circumstances and values. Example: a rational decision to cut all discretionary spending might lead to burnout. A reasonable decision to allocate some funds for enjoyment ensures long-term sustainability. Takeaway: reasonable plans are easier to stick to, making them more effective over time. Challenge: evaluate your current financial plan. Does it make you feel empowered or restricted? Section 9. The long-term perspective. Housel argues that reasonableness often outperforms rationality because it prioritizes longevity. A reasonable strategy you can maintain for decades will likely yield better results than a rational plan you abandon. Illustration: rationality might push you to chase short-term gains. Reasonableness focuses on steady, consistent growth over time. Reflection: are your financial goals aligned with a long-term mindset? Section 10. The freedom of reasonableness. Being reasonable frees you from the pressure to optimize every decision. It allows you to focus on what truly matters, living a life aligned with your values. Example: rationality might prioritize earning more money at the expense of time with loved ones. Reasonableness balances financial goals with personal happiness. Takeaway: reasonable decisions create harmony between your finances and your life. Challenge: define what financial freedom means to you. How can reasonable decisions help you achieve it? Chapter 11. Of the Psychology of Money is a powerful reminder that financial success isn't about being perfectly logical. It's about being human. Reasonable decisions honor your emotions, values, and unique circumstances. Here's your call to action. Reflect on your financial decisions. Are they reasonable, or are you chasing an unrealistic ideal of rationality? 2. Simplify your financial strategy. Focus on consistency and sustainability. 3. Embrace the power of reasonableness to create a financial plan that serves your life, not the other way around. Remember, financial success isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Make reasonable decisions today and watch them compound into a life of freedom, peace, and fulfillment. Chapter 12. Surprise. Life is full of surprises, and money is no exception. In Chapter 12 of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel discusses the unpredictable nature of financial markets, economies, and personal wealth. He argues that while we try to plan and predict, the future often surprises us in ways we can't imagine. In this session, we'll dive deep into why surprises are inevitable and how to embrace them. By the end, you'll see surprises not as threats, but as opportunities, and you'll be equipped with actionable strategies to adapt and thrive. In this session, we'll dive deep into why surprises are inevitable and how to embrace them. By the end, you'll see surprises not as threats, but as opportunities, and you'll be equipped with actionable strategies to adapt and thrive. Section 1. The nature of surprises. Housel starts by reminding us that the world is inherently unpredictable. Every major financial event, from market crashes to booms, was a surprise at the time. Example: the 2008 financial crisis shocked the world, yet in hindsight, the signs seem obvious. Surprises are only surprising because we lack the perspective to see them coming. Reflection. Think about a financial surprise in your life. What lessons did it teach you about unpredictability? Section 2. Why we're bad at predicting. Humans crave certainty, but the financial world operates on complexity and randomness. Predictions often fail because they rely on linear thinking, assuming the future will look like the past. Overconfidence. Believing we know more than we do. Illustration. Consider the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s. Everyone believed technology stocks would grow forever. The crash was a painful reminder of unpredictability. Challenge. How much of your financial plan depends on predictions? Are you prepared for surprises? Section 3. Expecting the unexpected. Housel argues that the best way to handle surprises is to expect them. This means building flexibility and resilience into your financial plans. Practical tips. 1. Emergency funds. Prepare for job losses, medical emergencies, or unexpected expenses. 2. Diverse investments. Avoid putting all your eggs in one basket. 3. Low expectations. Accept that surprises will happen and that they're normal. Reflection. What steps can you take today to make your finances more resilient to surprises? Section 4. The role of luck and risk. Surprises often stem from the interplay of luck and risk, concepts Housel explored earlier in the book. Key idea. Luck. Positive surprises that boost your wealth. Risk. Negative surprises that threaten it. Example. A sudden inheritance is luck. A market crash during retirement is risk. Takeaway. Prepare for both without relying too heavily on either. Section 5. Learning from history and its limitations. History can guide us, but it's not a crystal ball. Housel points out that every major event reshapes the financial landscape in ways that make the future different from the past. Illustration. Post-World War II, the global economy grew in ways no one could have predicted. The COVID-19 pandemic disrupted supply chains and accelerated remote work, creating new norms. Reflection. How much of your financial strategy relies on historical patterns? Section 6. Surprises as opportunities. Not all surprises are negative. Many of the greatest wealth-building opportunities arise from unexpected events. Example. The rise of tech giants like Amazon and Apple came from innovations no one saw coming. Those who adapted early reaped massive rewards. Challenge. How can you position yourself to seize unexpected opportunities? Section 7. The emotional side of surprises. Financial surprises often trigger strong emotions: fear, anxiety, or euphoria. Housel emphasizes the importance of emotional control. Tips. 1. Stay calm. Avoid rash decisions during market downturns. 2. Think long-term. Focus on your broader goals, not short-term fluctuations. 3. Seek advice. A trusted financial advisor can provide perspective during uncertain times. Reflection. How do you typically react to financial surprises? What strategies can help you stay composed? Section 8. The compounding effect of adaptation. Adapting to surprises isn't just about survival, it's about thriving. Each time you adjust, you become stronger and more prepared for the next challenge. Illustration. Investors who stayed the course during the 2008 crash saw their portfolios recover and grow. Those who panicked and sold at the bottom missed out on the recovery. Takeaway. Resilience compounds just like wealth. The more you practice, the better you get. Section 9. Building a surprise-proof mindset. Housel advises cultivating a mindset that welcomes surprises as a natural part of life. This includes curiosity, viewing surprises as learning opportunities. Gratitude, recognizing the benefits of positive surprises. Humility, accepting that you can't predict everything. Challenge. How can you shift your mindset to embrace surprises instead of fearing them? Section 10. The role of faith and optimism. Housel concludes the chapter by highlighting the importance of faith in the future. While surprises are inevitable, most are temporary. Over time, economies recover and life moves forward. Example. The Great Depression was devastating, yet it paved the way for decades of growth and innovation. Those who stayed optimistic emerged stronger. Reflection. Do you believe in the resilience of the economy and your ability to adapt? Surprises are not just disruptions. They're the engine of growth and innovation. By expecting the unexpected, you can build a financial strategy that thrives in uncertainty. Here's your call to action. 1. Prepare for surprises with resilience and flexibility. 2. Embrace change as a constant in life and finance. 3. Develop the emotional strength to navigate uncertainty with confidence. Remember, surprises are a gift. They push us to adapt, learn, and grow. Embrace them, and you'll unlock a new level of financial wisdom and freedom.